Hey everyone! In this video we are going to see if the Otterbox Exo Edge case for an Apple Watch keeps the water out. So I got myself an Apple Watch and I went on Amazon and I ordered a few cases, but I realized that the water was seeping in. Long story short, I went to Apple's website to see if they recommended any cases and I came to know about the Otterbox Exo Edge. We are going to do a splash test and a dip test in this video, and in case you're in a rush, I'm going to give you the results right here. The splash test was a pass and the dip test was a fail. So after water sports, I would recommend you take the case off and wipe it and then put it back on. Here you can see me struggling to take the watch bands out. I had done my bedtime routine and I assume this is common knowledge, but maybe it's not. I'm a Muslim and we have to pray 5 times a day. So when we make ablution before we pray, we have to wash our hands and we have to wash our arms up to our elbows. So that's the other reason why I wanted a cover that was sort of waterproof or would keep the water out, so I don't have to do this struggle every time I make ablution. As you might have noticed, I haven't done this enough times to get better at it. So as you can see, there is hardly any water inside, and I did splash quite a bit of water. It's all clean. I thought that was a drop of water, but it wasn't. This side, the edge was wet, but I also feel if I would have wiped my watch and my hands, it would have dried up. So I looked at all the sides and this side was totally dry, which is quite impressive actually, considering the amount of time my hand was in water. And now you see me put the case on. I didn't edit this part because I wanted you to see how it's such a nice fit, and you really have to stretch out the case a little bit to put your watch in. Sorry, that didn't get captured very well. Now it's time to put the bands on, and that's the end of the splash test. Alright, so this was done on a different day, and I'm going to put the case on. So as I said before, you do have to stretch the case a little bit to get the watch in. So this is how it fits. It's a nice tight fit. And I'm going to put the bands on now. Now it's time to turn my watch on. It did take a long time to turn on. And I'm going to turn on the water drop feature, which is in series 5. So if you're going for a swim or you're taking a shower, you can just turn it on. It helps keep the water out. So you can see the water drop on the top. I'm going to now submerge it in this bowl of water. I don't put it in for a long time, but I think it's enough. I haven't edited any part of this video. You'll only see me fast forwarding it to save your time. And you are going to see me dry the excess water from the watch. You may use a towel in real life or a paper towel. I'm now going to turn the digital crown, and what the watch does is it vibrates for a few times to take the excess water out. So I do that first, and then I'll take the bands out and the case out and show you how much water actually went inside. So I tried my best to dry any water that was on the top so we wouldn't get confused with the water that seeped inside. And it looks pretty clean, pretty dry now. Time to fast forward. So now it's time to take the bands out and the case out. So this is a piece of advice which I feel I should have done for the first test too, is to turn the watch off so then you don't see that keypad asking for your passcode. So you'll see now if there is any water in the bands, which I do find. So this is like original Apple bands, and I feel if there is this much water inside, it really doesn't matter. That's why I feel they're designed that way. This was just my thought. You do see some water inside, not much, but it was there. So while taking the case out, I was fearing my nails are going to scratch the watch or the glass. But thankfully that didn't happen. Again, you can see me struggling there. So here I could see water droplets on the power button, and on the other side too I was able to see some water, and even on the edges I tried my best to show it to you, and maybe you can notice, especially on this side. But personally I was quite taken aback looking at that amount of water. So we know Apple Watch is waterproof and we can take it for water sports. I don't see why we would want to take the case off before we go for water sports, but I do recommend taking it off and wiping the watch dry after we are done. That's going to prevent any water from getting inside or getting trapped between the case and the watch. Personally, I don't wear it in the shower, so it's totally up to you. That's the end of this review, and I hope you find this to be useful. Bye bye.